Regardless whether you like it or you don't like it, you love it, you hate it, one thing for damn sure, you are gonna respect it.
Yo, welcome back. What it do, people? Welcome back to All the Gold Podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Derek J. That is
Coop, y'all. It's episode 78. Welcome again to another episode of All the Gold Podcast. That's fun, entertaining. Let's do it, y'all. I'm gonna stick with that. I don't know. I don't know. It just I said it yesterday, and I was just like, oh.
I cracked up yesterday when you said it yesterday.
Like,
Yo. That's
like,
cool.
oh.
That's cool.
He's like, oh, okay.
Listen, we're gonna try a new format out, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep it short and simple. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna try to do over. We're gonna try to do overall with the match analysis, unless it's a really, really good match. But
yeah,
keep it simple, man. We're gonna get right into it. WWE Performance Center live NXT in Orlando, Florida. The first match was the Evolution Eliminator, Jaida Parker versus Thea Hale. I thought this was a good match, basically to start off the show. Good back and forth action. But I do want to touch on the last ending sequence, man, because the last ending sequence, that's when it caught my interest. Okay, so Thea Hale basically locks in the Kimura lock, and she was resilient with the Kimura lock. She kept locking it on to Jaida Parker, and she would not let it go. And even though when Jaida picked her up and then slammed her to the turnbuckle, she jumped right back on her like a little grasshopper, jumped right back on her and locked it back in. But here's the part that caught me, because I don't think the ref saw this. The ref basically missed this, that Jaida Parker was tapping out, right? So she was tap out. The ref didn't see the tap out, and then all of a sudden, Jaida Parker hit her with a running hip attack and knocked out Thea Hale, and then got the 1, 2, 3 for the win. And she qualified, and she moved on with the advancement in the tournament. So overall, man, like I said, this is a hard-hitting match. Good counters by both women. Jaida Parker looked spectacular as always. Thea Hale, she looked good in the ring. Just that, I knew they was gonna put Jaida Parker over, you know what I'm saying, to advance in this tournament for the Eliminator. Thea just came back recently, you know what I'm saying? So, she doesn't have stock buildup like Jaida Parker at this moment. So at this point, they're the best woman won. What do you think about this match, Duke?
From what I'm hearing, for those you don't know, I'm just coming back from work, so I'll watch a lot of matches like really in short clips. So if I miss a point, go easy on me today. Pause. Sure. But I definitely enjoyed damn. I guess this is my week. God damn. That was disgusting, yo. Yeah, but anyways, I like how the match started, because Jaida Parker was coming to the ring. Before she got amped up a little bit, bam, she got attacked. Good solid match, good solid back and forth. I like the little cheat factor. I don't know if this is done on purpose. They had Jaida Parker tap out. So I was like, referee didn't see it. I knew for a fact that Jaida Parker was going to get the win, so I'm not surprised. But I'm not disappointed at how the match flowed. So this is pretty good.
Right. Another thing too, man. At first I was looking at it and I was like, when I was writing my notes, I was like, yeah, the ref missed this. You know what I'm saying? Was it on purpose? I was like, nah, this story written. I mean, this is for story here. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just the way it was just obvious he missed that whole, that whole tap out sequence. Yeah. And then she hit her with the running hip attack. So yeah, big ups to Jaida Parker, man. She's moving on. It's good to see her getting back into the main event scene of NXT. So I think
has she ever had a title?
No, she never held a title in NXT yet.
Interesting. Okay.
I think this is her second year, maybe. Yeah, second year at NXT.
Got you. Okay.
Maybe it's like 2.5 years she's been in NXT right now. But
okay.
Yeah. She's still young. And not only that, but the women's side in NXT is wide open right now for a nice heel.
Yeah.
So she will fit that role perfectly, in my opinion. I think she'll fit that role perfectly. You know what I'm saying? So
definitely.
We got 5 in the building watching right now. If you have any comments, please leave them. You know what I'm saying? We will answer them as we go along.
Yep.
Moving right along. Josh Briggs, Yoshi Inamura, Elijah was backstage. Elijah says that AJ Francis and KC Navarro, basically, I think they called what's the name of their damn group?
Is it? That's not High Rise. It's
not High Rise. God damn it! What's the name of that group? Jesus,
it's not Chase U.
It's corny too, yo. God, it's corny.
Wait a minute.
I can't even think of the name of that group right now. That's how bad it is, yo.
Okay, gotcha.
Hold up. First Class. That's what it's called. First Class. It's terrible, yo.
First Class?
First Class. Anyway, First Class is they're talking about First Class and how they're ruining TNA with Trick. How Trick has the TNA championship. Trick was ruining TNA, said he headed to the ring, and later he'll call them out to help, take on them for the 6-man tag. And that's what Elijah was saying, excuse me. So anyway, Hank and Tank come in, and then they cheered him on and says Briggs and Inamura will have a tag title shot up next. Obafemi walks through, and then they congratulate him on his title defense last week against Jasper Troy, which was one hell of a match. Go back and watch it if you can.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah, it was actually a good match. It was a good match especially with him being a newcomer. So really good. So Jasper Troy, Oba said Jasper was a strong opponent, but he's still the ruler. Trick bumps into Obafemi and sarcastically calls him champ, and then asks Briggs and Inamura. He said, "What's up with all that leather y'all got on?" That was funny. He said, "Yo, what's up with all that leather y'all got on?" He said, "You look weird." That's what he said.
Oh, he went there. Okay.
I think this character that Trick is portraying. Remember I told you, he's not himself. He's amplifying himself. Like last time we talked about him, he's a little bit more comedic too right now too. I seen a lot of comedy with his shtick right now. So, yeah, man. So Hank and Tank look back and they say this is weird, and the segment ended. But yeah, it was just a weird segment, yo.
Okay, got you. It's like a build up to later on.
Yeah, NXT is more segments than wrestling, in my opinion.
It's starting to, like several backstage segments. Yeah.
Right. Second match. Lash Legend versus Kalani Jordynne. This was another qualifying match for the Evolution Eliminator to see who's going to be placed in the Fatal 4-Way. This is a great back and forth match. I did like it. I won't say great. I would say it's a solid match. Excuse me.
Okay.
Lash Legend had Jordynne in the Argentine backbreaker. It was like a modified torture rack. That shit looked crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, she had her in a modified torture rack basically. And Kalani hits frog splash, but Lash kicked out. Jordynne goes for the split moonsault, but Lash Legend picks her, put the knees up, and then hit her with the knees. Then she hit her finisher for the win. And I don't know what her finisher is called, but it's like a boss man slam in reverse. If you get my drift, like she holds her.
Oh, and she falls face down.
Right, she swings her, then she catches her, and then slams her. I don't know the name. I forgot the name of the move, but it's a pretty cool finisher.
That is. That's a nice finisher.
She did it last week or the week before last. She botched that one. So this week she caught on to it. So it's pretty cool. I do like it. The competition between the both ladies was awesome. Any thoughts on this match, Coop?
I'm a fan of both of them. I like both of them. From what you're saying, it's a solid match. I remember last week you saying the match was Lash Legend was kind of sloppy, kind of botchy a little bit. From what you're saying, it sounds like she really had it together. I feel like she needs to be in a role where she's like super dominant. She's crushing everybody. Taking more of a serious role because she has it. How tall is she, by the way? Because she is tall.
She got to be. If I'm 5'11", she got to be. And the rest of the girls are like 5. I think the 5'6" at the most. 5'7".
Okay, gotcha. That's
you got to be like 6 feet, 5'11", 6 feet. She probably not that tall to me, but she looks tall on TV.
That's what it is. The TV.
Matter of fact, hold up. She used to play ball, yo.
She's a hoop.
Sorry, she used to play ball.
Oh shit.
You can look up her stats real quick. Hold on. She used to play college ball, and she was the leading rebounder for her school too.
Dang. Okay.
And she broke NCAA records too.
Dang.
Andrea Howard, that's her real name. And she did get drafted by the WNBA.
She's wow.
Feet. Okay, so yeah, I said it. She's 6 feet years old.
Called that.
6 years old. Lord have mercy. She's 6 feet.
Yeah, but the TV makes her look bigger. It makes her look like, because you're right, because the other ladies, they so short. like it makes her look like she's tower over and everybody. Okay, all right.
Right.
Yeah, but I like this match. It's good. I'm glad she got the win.
She a bad scooter though. She a bad man pajama though. She all right.
Yeah, she a beast. She a beast.
Yeah, she a beast.
Yeah.
Like you said, they just need to put her in more of a dominant role. You know what I'm saying? Like have her do some squash matches where, man, you got like, it's rare that you get like a 6-foot woman. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Just walking around backstage. Like, yo, use her as a dominant, like, make her a monster heel, like
a silent crusher, like just going in right people's ass. Don't say a word. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, she could still be bougie and stuff like that, but you got to get her in like them roles where she's just smashing these women, yo. There's no way in the world that somebody that's 5'2" is beating you down. Like, come on, yo. What world are we living in, yo? Where 5'2" is like
it ain't believable, yo. Yeah,
that's not believable, yo.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What's up, Logan? Logan says, hello, Shawn Michaels could have easily booked Josh Briggs to pin Trick Williams, but instead he had Yoshiki Inamura to do it. Yeah, it was weird. That whole sequence was weird. Like, he picked Inamura to pin Trick Williams, where, like you said, Briggs could have pinned him, but then they had a backstage segment, I'm going to touch on it later on, that they was pumping each other up. Pause, that was crazy. That was fucking nuts.
Flagrant.
They was basically cheering each other on.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, well, I'm your friend, and I want to give you the opportunity to face Trick Williams for the TNA Championship. I was like, what? Bro, I'm not giving up my shot to challenge for a world title to nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, yo. That's crazy.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like that decision. In the day, it's professional wrestling. Sometimes, you know what really irritates me sometimes? They use that word. They use that word "friend" too much in wrestling. I know this is a small gripe, but damn it, it gets on my damn nerves. Oh, you're my best friend. No, this is wrestling. I don't like you.
No,
you know, you're in my way. No,
absolutely. That's just like for me when you watch basketball now.
Thank you for going there. Thank you for going there.
Everybody's buddy, and everybody's
I hate that.
Want to swap jerseys and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, man, you will never see Jordan swapping his jersey with somebody. You'll never see,
see Kobe,
Patrick Ewing swap. You know, like, come on, Sean Kemp, Gary Payton, none of them boys would have been swapping. Everybody want to do jersey swap. NFL too.
Yeah,
NFL too, no different. But I guess that's the day and time we live in. So I got to get used to it. I want to sound like no old man. No old decrepit senior citizen talking about, no, we're back in my day. No.
Yeah, get off my yard.
Get off my yard, you hooligans. But yeah, man, that's what it is, man.
Yeah.
A lot of the word friendship in wrestling is passed around a lot now. I'm like,
way too much.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, let's move on. Because we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna keep this short and simple tonight. We're gonna move on. Remove that. Lash Legend already did that one. So they did a recap of the D'Angelo family drama. And afterwards, D asks Luca Crucifino, where has he been? Which is stupid because he just showed up at the pay-per-view last time. What you mean, where has he been? Like,
are we still asking that? Are we still? Okay.
I'll get into it. I'm gonna get into it.
Gotcha.
And then he said he'll see him in the ring, right?
Okay.
So afterwards, after commercial break, Tony D comes to the ring and he calls out Luca Crucifino. He asks him what happened in the desert. Luca says 2 guys put him in the trunk and let him out in the middle of the desert. Like, he was talking to Stacks. 2 guys came up behind him. They put him in the trunk, drove him to the middle of the desert, and then left him there. I'm like, what? This is not making sense, yo. This is really not making sense. They're trying too hard to play on the mafia-style movies, and it's not working right now. It's crazy, yo. So Tony D tells Luca, look him in the eye and tell him he's not with Stacks. Stacks then comes out with 3 jabronis. My wife thought one of them was a female. Shit was crazy. One was female, the other one had a beard. They all surround the ring, and then Luca and Tony start taking them out. So Stacks is beating up on Tony D. Luca goes to grab Stacks and then swung like he's about to swing and hit him with a punch. Stacks ducked out the way, rolled. He rolled out just moved and maneuvered. And then that's when Luca hit Tony, knocked him on the ground. Tony's holding his nose and looking up at Luca and Luca's like, yo, I didn't mean to, boss, and stuff like that.
Okay.
The whole mafia shtick right now is crazy. To me, I think they're playing too hard on the mafia movies. Like, you know what I'm saying? This need to come to an end because it's getting out of hand a little bit. We still don't even know where Rizzo is. She's in the safe house locked up still. That's been like two or 3 months right now. Like, yo, come on.
I keep forgetting about her.
Like, she don't got no food stamps. Like, you know what I'm saying? What's she doing? Y'all bringing her food? Is she getting clothing, proper shelter, water? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on, yo? She in witness protection or something?
She might be.
I don't know, man. That shit's wild, yo.
Dang.
Victor, what's up, Victor? You got a whole bunch of trophies with a smile on face. I never saw that emoji before.
Oh, that's different.
That is new to me. Never saw that before.
Okay, Victor.
What's up, Victor, man? We appreciate you.
That is new. Appreciate that.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, I don't know where Rizzo is at this moment. This whole, like I said, this whole mafia movie, they taking pieces from The Godfather. They're taking pieces from Goodfellas. They're taking some pieces from Scarface. Casino, Goodfellas,
right.
You know.
Yeah,
Carlito's Way. You know, they're doing a whole bunch of stuff, you know what I'm saying? But it's just weird now, you know? What do you think, yo? What do you think about the whole mafia?
Okay.
I can't tell you, man.
What I'm going to enjoy about this episode, because you're actually getting my honest, like, quick thought, how I really feel. I feel like it's, for me, I starting to feel like it's kind of running its course in a sense.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not that I don't enjoy the storyline, but I feel like they're driving straight, but not going don't got no destination. I feel like, how many times you going to ask this man, are you going to betray me? Right. And how many times this man going to say, no, I'm with you. It's the same storyline. I feel like there needs to be something added to it because it's starting to lose like the surprise factor for this feud right here. You know, we had what happened with Saturday Night Main Event. You had the double turn, wherever the case may be. No, they fought Saturday Night Main Event. You had double turn right before that, right? Battleground. Thank you, Battleground. My bad, because it's the same week. See, between PLEs. So they fought at Battleground. So up between then, he comes out to Battleground. He just stares at him. Mm-hmm. Okay, what you want? You know, and then they have face to face at a table. Are you betraying me? Right. He's like, nah, I'm with you, bro. I slide for you, whatever he's talking. You know what I'm saying? And then tonight it's the same. I feel like it's the same thing. Like, I just need them to add more. Then you got the accidental, hits him in the face by accident. Cool. Now next week you can go. I hope you don't do this. Oh man, you really hit me last week. I think you did it on purpose. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. It's
bro. They actually did that already. Later in the night, they actually did that whole scene in Ava's office, and I'm like, yo, come on, man.
What?
Yeah, they actually pulled that off later in Ava's office. I'm gonna get to that part too.
Wow.
Well, it's wild. It's wild that you said that because they actually did that whole shtick in Ava's office. So, yeah.
When I said that, I wanted to be wrong. When I said that, that's the thing. I wanted to be wrong when I said that. Damn.
Yeah. Like I said, it's just wild, man. So let me just finish up real quick. So anyway,
got you.
So like I said, he came out with the 3 jabronis. They beat him up. He says, Lucas says not good enough. This is what Stack said. I forgot what to tell you what Stack said. Stack says he came out with the 3 jabronis. Mm-hmm. He said Luca is not good enough to be your consigliere or something like that.
Somewhere he said, yeah.
Consigliere. I didn't even know what the hell that was. I got to look that up. I got to get my old Webster's dictionary out and look that up. But they said, you know what I'm saying? Like, so basically, like, it's just too many plays of different movies. And I see it. I see it. Uh-huh. I see with my eyes like, hey,
yeah,
that's apart from that movie. That's part of this movie. I'm like, oh, come on, man. Let's end this, man. Because it's getting out of control.
Definitely.
Oh, what's up, Alex? Alex says, hey, guys, did the cameraman really sue Mox in AEW? Yes.
Yes.
We did. I was going to touch on that later on real
quick.
Thank
you. Yeah.
If you want to know, Alex. Well, first of all, Alex, is good that you're here. We appreciate you as always. But he did sue him. He said this happened in 2023. He said Jon Moxley attacked him in the spot that was unplanned. One of the trainers at AEW, if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to say the wrong thing. I think they said that the trainers was not aware of that it happened, that he pushed and assaulted him. Now, the guy said that when Moxley pushed him down, he hurt his spine. He had a injured shoulder. I think something wrong with his elbow. So basically suffered multiple injuries. But this happened in 2023, and this is 2025, and you just now bringing up a lawsuit. saying that that he did it.
Okay.
If it's not planned, here's the thing. This is where Tony Khan need to get his stuff together with his wrestlers, because if you're just attacking random people and they're not planned and part of the show,
sure.
I'm saying that could cause lawsuits, because if that person gets knocked down and they're not aware of the situation, what's going on. Anybody can sue you. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, shit, I'm gonna take advantage of it too. Shit, you push me down on the ground. I need a couple thou. You know what I'm saying? Like, my neck, my back.
You imagine being a cameraman, you like this, and he just started to pack you up. It's
right?
Like, what the hell,
But for me, I think that's it's hard, man, because people wait that long to sue somebody. I'm like, yo, come on, man, you should have been knocked that out the park. So when he did that to you,
that's my biggest thing. God, I wonder, like, 'cause it's been 2 years, so why are you now just saying this? You know what I'm saying? That if they ask you, are you okay? Go, yeah, I'm okay. Then you say you openly admit that you're okay. Now you want to sue, so it could be kind of tricky to get any kind of money with that. So that could be a tricky area that they going against.
Yeah, so it reminds me also of what happened at WrestleMania when Austin ran that. I never heard anything else about that woman. Remember he ran the 4-wheel into the barricade?
Stupid.
Yeah.
She's not a real fan. That'd have been me. You good? Yeah, man, get an autograph, man. You get a picture. You get to take a beer with you, Austin. I'm good. I'm not tripping.
And Alex says also, he said, makes me think how much money WWE gave that cameraman that Brock hit with a ladder at Money in the Bank. I remember that, yo. I remember that. I don't know. I never heard anything else of it. I never heard anything else of it. But knowing Vince, I think knowing Vince, he probably settled. They probably settled. Vince probably gave him a couple down and told him, be gone with you. We don't want none of that. Vince probably handled that.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, man. So let's move on.
Yeah.
Good point, Alex, man. Appreciate you as always. First class, AJ Francis, KC Navarro from TNA. Formerly, AJ Francis is formerly Top Dollar in Hit Row. Uncle Phil.
Trash.
So they was in the locker room with Trick. Trick came in and says they're ready for tonight. KC says he injured himself during training. And Top Dollar confirmed it, or excuse me, AJ Francis confirmed it. Says he does have a replacement. Wes Lee comes in the picture with High Rise. Wes said he knows TNA and he knows Trick and himself had issues in the past, but says that he wants to get over that, and he knows that the TNA championship is around the waist of a true superstar. So they dap each other up or whatever, and they it's just like one big ass show right now with them, yo. It's like not like minstrel show. I'm like a whole bunch of jive and then just a bunch of shucking and jiving right now. I'm like, come on, yo. Come on, man.
Bunch of jive turkeys. That's what
bunch of jive turkeys in one locker room, yo.
That's what it is, yo. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's all that happened in that one right there, that segment right there.
Yeah.
They did a Chase U segment. Now, I really don't like Chase U at this moment. We got 9 in the building before I even go on. We got 9 watching us. If you have any questions, please leave them down. We will answer. No matter what it is, just ask us a question.
News, anything. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, anything.
Right.
Definitely.
Chase U did a segment with Andre Chase. I finally know their names now. It's Kale Dixon and Uriah Collins. Finally, I got their names right because I had to catch them. I had to rewind it back and catch them. But anyway, Chase says we have to get effing tough, right? I don't feel like saying the curse word, but he said effing tough. You get my drift.
Mm-hmm.
And they get mad and get in their feelings and they pack their bags and leave out the classroom. And then he said, "Are you effing serious?" And then they walked off and he said, "I'm sorry, Mr. Chase." I was like, what was that for, man?
That doesn't make any sense.
It don't make no sense at this point. I'm so over Chase U right now.
Because
whatever.
Let me take my school hat off for a second. Because if you're volunteering to be in the classroom and the person starts teaching, now you're saying you're gonna walk out. Okay, that's weird. Okay.
Yeah, hounding this man for weeks to get Chase U back, and then all of a sudden he gives you some tough love and you walk out the classroom. Yeah, man, y'all go ahead and pack that whole segment up. That's the pack up of the night right there. I really
presented by Lug's Boots.
Lug Boots.
Lug's
the Birdman's. The Birdman Lugs. Those shirts was crazy.
Those was nasty, yo.
Those was nasty.
You got your ass kicked for wearing that shit.
Or the Starberries. Remember the
Oh.
Oh, man.
Oh, dang.
Oh,
Pro Wings.
my God. Remember the Starberries, though?
Yeah, the Pro Wings, too. Yeah.
Or the Dada Supreme with the spinning wheels in the middle. Oh, man. Oh, God.
Oh.
It was nasty back then, yo.
Yeah. Gosh.
Trash. I'm glad I didn't have none of those.
Me neither.
I was never a fan of them joints. Anyway. Ricky Saints update. They said that he will return to action next week. Ethan Page is backstage with the Vanity Project from Evolve. Remember I told you this last week we was doing NXT, and I said to you, I said that they need to have Ethan Page like be a mentor to that group and make a faction out of that. And they're backstage with him again. I like that whole concept of Ethan Page mentoring them young guys. I think he's a good leader for that. So I'm really excited to see what happens with that. Let's see. So they was backstage and did the backstage segment with Vanity Project from Evolve. Saints walks up. You're supposed to be coming back next week, but you walk up anyway. You're still talking like you got you got sore throat or something like that. You're coming up like you need some Vicks Vapor Rub. Talking about, yeah, I'll be challenging next week. I'm like, oh, come on, man. This is terrible. That was terrible, yo.
What?
So he walked up to him. He says he'll be back next week to challenge him. Ashanti D. Adonis sitting right in the locker room cubby, listening to the conversation. I'm seeing him in the background. I'm like, okay, what is he going to do? Is he going to help him step up? This man shucking and jiving for the white man. I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing. But he's shucking and jiving, and he got up and he's like, yeah, I've been watching you, Playboy. That's exactly what he said. I've been watching you, Playboy.
Excuse me?
You know what I'm saying? It's going to be me and you. I'm like, yo, come on, man. Like, what are you doing, dog?
Oh, my God.
Like, what are you doing? It's 4 of them already. They're already on Saints' ass. You see them coming at him, and then you want to get up and like, yeah, I've been watching you, man. Me and you one day, man. I'm like, yo, come on, man. Sit your ass down, man. You don't got nothing else to do. That's
not even you could just sit down. Like, you do what you was doing. I know. Were you getting dressed? What were you doing?
Sit down and play play Candy Crush on your phone or something, man. He had no business in the segment, yo.
That was weird.
That was weird, yo. Just a weird interaction, yo. So I'm looking at it. He says Shanti is on to step up and says numbers. He said the numbers ain't in your favor. Ricky says look like it ain't in your favor either. And then he'll see him soon. Then Blake Monroe, she arrives to the PC, whatever with that. Yeah, that was just some throwaway shot that they want to keep showing Blake Monroe. That's cool, whatever. Elijah walks to the ring for a 6-man tag with Briggs and Inamura. But before that, after the commercial break, Javon Evans backstage. There's a lot of backstage segments. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of backstage segments in NXT. Javon Evans is backstage. Asks Brent Sinclair, did she speak with Charlie about a match with Tavion so he can leave the NQCC, the No Quarter Catch crew? Javon bumps into Jasper Troy. Try to congratulate him, saying that he had a good match against Obafemi. But, he won't get one on the OG or something like that, the young OG. Jasper says, get out of my face, and walked off with his chains around his neck. Like, dude, you walking through the performance center with chains on your neck, bro. Yeah. It's only but so much square footage in the performance center. Yeah. Like, have a seat there. Just go have a seat.
You go right there. You go from that corner to that corner to that corner.
Just go to catering, get you a nice tuna sandwich, get you a nice Capri Sun, sit down and just watch the show, man. Just
matter of fact, put the chains down because you make too much fucking noise. Right, recording.
Yeah, people recording. You hear clink, 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 clink. I know the camera people like, hey, sit your ass down, man.
It'd be like,
quiet. Take that shit off. You take it off. That's what they say. You make too much damn noise. Sean with that damn one eye. Son, you better stop.
Oh man, that is funny, yo.
Right. So yo, Alex, good question. Any dark state tonight? Hell no. Like we said, they are so inconsistent. Bro.
Wait.
They was not on. Remember we said it. Remember last week we talked about Dark State. We said that they were so inconsistent. Remember they said they were supposed to be on this week?
They did not
show up. They did not show up. They thought we forgot about that. Dark State was supposed to be on this show today, right? They did not show up. So anyway, Javon Evans tells him, good up, but you're not getting one on the OG. Jasper Troy said, get out my face. Charlie says then to Tavion, won't you have a match with Javon Evans? And basically, the winner of that match, if you win, you can leave the NQCC or something like that. And then Tavion agreed. Javon hesitantly agreed because, saying him and Tavion are cool. But they agreed to the match or whatever. And Javon walked up and says, you really need a hug, man. You really need a hug. And that's when Ren Sinclair tried to bring him in. She said, come on in. Bring it in for a hug. It was a weird segment, but it was pretty funny, though.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah.
Elijah, Briggs, and Inamura versus Trick Williams, AJ Francis, and Wes Lee. This was an okay match.
Okay.
This probably was the best match of the night, right? They had good back and forth action. A lot of going on between 6-man tag match, a lot of near falls, they had a lot of reversals. But the key points I want to touch on is like towards the end. Elijah walks the ropes. He actually hits a famouser off the rope onto Trick Williams.
Impressive.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. Wes Lee, then he basically tried to do a dive, but that's when Briggs and Inamura caught him. Like he tried to dive over the ropes, they caught him midair, and then he started punching on him in the face or whatever. They looked at him and just dropped him on the ground. AJ Francis teased a dive, right? And we all know what happened last time. He teased the dive. I'm doing my Donald Trump hands. He teased the dive, He teased the dive. So he teased the dive, and basically what happened was Inamura and Briggs got in the ring and they knocked him back down. I was like, yo, please don't dive. Whatever you do, please don't dive, because he had no momentum. You know how somebody, they got to run to the other side of the rope, the ring, and then run back real fast, try to dive over. He has no acceleration whatsoever. And if he would have, he would have fell again. He has. Bro,
I can't even get my words out. Okay,
bro, he's big, right? And I'm a big guy. And that's not a problem. But he has Big Show legs already.
Yeah.
You know how Big Show looks right now? Like he walks like
his legs like this. Yeah.
I'm like, yo, sit your ass down.
I can remember he was on SmackDown like a couple years ago when this man used to dive and he used to miss every time. Like, stop that shit, yo.
Yeah. So AJ Francis dive, knocks Trick down in the ring. Elijah delivers the diving elbow. They went to picture-in-picture action during the commercial break. Now, here it is. After the commercial break, right, AJ Francis hit the most nastiest knee in the corner I've ever seen in my life. This shit was so crazy. The way he hit the knee, right, he didn't even touch Inamura, right? He hit the knee so fast, he ran over the rope. I swear to God, if you go back and watch this, as soon as he hit him, he flipped over the ropes. And then he got in the camera like he did something real special. I said, yo, that was the nastiest knee I've seen. He was like this. Yeah. Like, I was like, bro, you just flipped over the ropes. You really didn't even do nothing. It was nasty work.
Was this towards the end of the match?
This is like towards the middle of the match, right after the first commercial break.
Okay.
Terrible.
Damn.
Terrible, yo.
Damn, dude.
Nature Boy, what's up? Nature Boy 420 says Ava is awful. Yeah, Ava not that good as a child. Yeah, dog.
yeah, it's an obvious thing.
She's just there because she's Rock's daughter. That's all right though. But yeah, he hits his nasty ass knee, man. I'm like, yo, please stop. Don't ever attempt a knee again. Don't attempt no high impact moves again, yo. Cause he gotta be people are shitting on Goldberg being the worst wrestler ever. Yo, you gotta go back and look at this guy. Yo, this guy shouldn't even be in the ring, yo.
You gotta change his name to the Big Flop.
The Big Flop.
the Big Flop, yo.
Call that man Floppe. Floppe,
yo. Floppe. You said it was after. You said it was after the first commercial. I'm gonna catch this shit.
Go to the commercial break and you're gonna see it, yo. It was wild. I'm looking at him like, yo, please don't ever attempt nothing like that again. He hits it. It's nasty, yo. Just nasty.
Trash.
Nature Boy says, I miss Black and Gold Triple H run NXT. Can't watch it now. Yeah, Black and Gold NXT was top tier, man. I ain't gonna lie. The first incarnation of NXT was top tier.
Yeah,
they just had a lot of awesome matches. And they didn't strike while the iron was hot with NXT, Black and Gold, the original NXT. So
Yeah, then they changed it to all them colors. I think when
2.0 was ass.
2.0 was crazy. That's what Vince took over, I think.
Only thing that came out of 2.0 that was good was Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed.
Yeah.
Maybe, and Roxanne Perez.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the only ones that came out.
Yeah.
At NXT 2.0 that was worth anything.
Damn.
Yeah, that was it. Ava was backstage with Robert Stone, Stevie Turner. No, I'm jumping the gun too much. Okay, so all 6 man was in the ring. I'm sorry. Let's finish this match off. I jumped too far ahead. So he hit that nasty knee. All 6 men was in the ring. Wes Lee takes out Trick Williams with a diving crossbody or whatever. And then Elijah throws out Lee. And then Inamura did this, like he did this pumping frog splash. Like it was wild. That shit looked crazy. He did a frog splash and onto Trick Williams. He pinned the NXT champion. The TNA champion. So basically, man, like I said, this is like the best match of the night, but it was a lot going on. Inamura, I think Briggs should have did the pin. Because it goes back to what I was saying earlier. Shawn Michaels could have let Briggs pin it. It made no sense. Like if you're friends and then you want to give your TNA World Championship match to your friend,
that makes no sense. Understand. Yeah, yeah. Why did he do that?
That was wild. So Zarya and Sol Ruka was backstage, and Tatum Paxley pops out a crate. I was like, whatever. She's just off the hook. She's weird anyway.
Yeah. I
like her though. She's just weird. Ava, Robert Stone, and Stevie Turner was backstage, and then Tony D and Luca comes in. Tony D says, let me see. Tony D says, Luca, let me get this off real quick. Tony D says Luca basically wants give him a match against Stacks. She says she can't because he's in a match with Noam Dar for the Heritage Cup at the moment. And then he says, well, why did that happen? He said, because your conci, or whatever it is, that fancy word that he used. What was that? Concierge?
Conci something.
Something. I think I wrote it down. Hold up. Let me go back. Consigliatory or some shit like that. Hold up. Oh, yeah. Consigliary. Yeah. Your consigliary signed for it. So basically, he looked at him like, yo, my name ain't on the paperwork. That's what he said. And they walked out. Like I said, I'm over with the whole mafia thing.
It's run its course at this point. Yeah.
The third elimination, the Evolution Eliminator, was Zarya with Sol Ruka versus Izzi Dame with the calling. Hard-hitting action from both ladies. Zarya hits a vicious headbutt to Izzi Dame with a couple of good reversals. Then they went to a commercial break. Zarya looking for a back suplex, but Izzi countered with a code breaker. Excuse me. Then Izzi hits a choke slam on Zarya. Now towards the ending sequence of the match, Tatum Paxley comes out basically and distracts Zarya after Zarya done hit her with a couple moves. So Tatum gets Zarya's attention, which was weak to me because, like, if she comes out to the ring and you just like you're at the top of your lungs, if she's not even talking to you and you just see her and then you get distracted like that easily, you know that you have a match going on. That was just a weak sequence to me. But anyway, Tatum with the distraction, Zarya gets distracted, then Izzi hits the sky high bomb. She hit the old D'Lo Brown.
Look at the real deal. Looking at the real deal now. Woo!
Looking at the real deal now. Woo!
The Zarya is on the street.
Oh shit! Oh, hey, the real one. Hey, listen. So she hit it with the sky high bomb and got her with the pin. So that was it with that one. It was a decent match.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've been telling everybody for a whole year now, or ever since we had this podcast. I like Izzi Dame. I like what she's doing. She's like one of the best heels on NXT, female heels on NXT. She has a lot to bring to the table. I would like to see her versus Blake Monroe maybe for a championship match later on. She's one of the top women to me in NXT. So if I had a top 5 of NXT women right now, I will say Sol Ruka, and this is no particular order. Sol Ruka, Izzi Dame, Jordynne Grace. Right now, Jordynne Grace. I'm gonna go with Blake Monroe because she's there now, and I'm gonna go with. I would put Lash Legend right there, but she still need a little bit of work to me.
What's his?
I'll go with Jaida Parker. Those are my top 5 right there.
That's a solid list. That's a solid.
Lola Vice would have been put in there, but she rounded off like my top 6. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good.
Yes.
We got some more comments. Logan says the real big match for Evolution should be Mariah May versus Jordynne Grace, not JC Jane versus Jordan. Mariah has the star power. Yeah.
Jordynne Grace.
Yeah, Jordan. Ooh, that'd be good, man.
That'd be.
I want to call her Mariah May too, but now it's Blake. We got to call her by her real name, Logan. Well, her new name now, Logan.
It's hard to get used to that.
It's hard for me to do that too. I still call her Mariah May too. So
yeah. I still see Mariah May when I look at it. When I see Blake, I just think I don't think of her like she don't like a.
I don't think of her as a Blake.
She don't like a Blake. I don't know what it is.
If she would have just did Mariah Monroe, that would have been fine.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But Blake, I'm like, what's the Blake for? But I think, if I'm not mistaken, you know, check me if I'm wrong. I think Blake is her niece's name. That's why she took her niece's name.
Oh, okay.
Her first name. So Blake is her niece's name. That's why she wanted to pay tribute to her niece. So I get it. I get it.
That's what's up.
Nature Boy says 98% of the women in WWE are transgenders. Whoa, come on, bro. Hey,
why be doing that?
Hey, bro, you kind of rough with the comment, bro. That's crazy. You're not
dang.
seeing the same stuff I'm seeing, brother.
I don't know what I don't know what you're saying, bro.
Hey, bro, man, I don't know. I don't know what you consider a transgender, my friend, but that's crazy, dog. I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you seen Lola Vice tonight, dog? Are you crazy?
I don't know what's going on.
My God. And he said Rhea Ripley's a no, you're going too far, bro. Come on, man. He said Rhea's a man. Hey, yo, come on, man.
He's just trolling. I think you're just trolling, bro.
Who's this guy, man?
You just trolling. Come on, man. Go ahead.
Man. It's all good, bro.
You just trolling. You just trolling, bro. Cut it out.
Man, he must didn't see Lola. He must have. I want to try. I'm trying to figure out what he consider a real woman, though. Now he got my gear spinning because I'm like, I see what I see with the naked eye.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Oh man, Adam's apple covered by a choke collar. Hey, come on, man. Who's this guy, man?
All right.
We're moving on.
Yeah, we'll move forward.
Yeah. So Briggs and Inamura is backstage. Says he knows Santino Marella was watching him, and he pinned Trick Williams, and he should get a title shot at the TNA Championship. And Inamura says he will give that shot to Briggs, and he will become the NXT champion. And they both cheer each other on. I was like, okay, whatever. That's what I was talking about. That whole segment, whatever with that.
This got to end.
The last Elimination Chamber, Lola Vice versus Jordynne Grace. Now this one was a good match too. Jordynne Grace, they was hard hitting action from the beginning. They both was doing a lot of counters. Jordynne hits a couple of power moves. Then Lola does rapid kicks to Grace and gets her in the corner and knocking her to the corner before a commercial break. Jordynne then goes for a splash, but Lola Vice catches her in the, I want to say the devil's, what's the move the Undertaker used to do, that submission used to do?
Hell's Gate.
Hell's Gate, yeah, caught her in the Hell's Gate submission.
Yeah.
And she caught her in that, and then she did an arm bar or something. They caught her back in the arm bar on the next sequence. I was like, damn, Lola Vice is really good. You know, she has the MMA background, you know what I'm saying? So she know how to lock it in.
Yeah.
And then she goes for something, and Jordynne counters and hit her with the beast mode bomb or whatever she called it, the beast bomb or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's how she won. But I look, like I said, this match was excellent. It could have went either way for me. I like Lola Vice. She really, at first I was kind of sour on her at first, but then for the last couple of matches, or actually the last couple of months, she's really picked up her game. She does have a future. She just needed a little bit more of a push. I like Lola Vice. Don't get me wrong. She's nice, but Jordynne Grace, she didn't come to TNA. She didn't come to NXT for no reason. So I see she pushed her.
Yeah, I feel like Jordynne Grace is next up. Like in that spot, she definitely gonna take that spot. I can see her winning. Maybe the whole thing of being like a runner-up. Definitely, like she definitely deserved that spot. Yeah.
All right, so now last part of the night, Blake Monroe had a contract signing. She comes to the ring. Cool entrance. I like the entrance. The entrance was fire. I ain't gonna lie. I remember, it reminds me of an old 1950s sitcom opening, like with the little graphics and the whole cartoon thing.
Yeah.
she had a cool entrance, and then she said she always wanted to be in the WWE, and this is why she signed. Even with the reports of her Tony Khan try to offer her more money, I think that she just deep in her heart, she wanted to just be in WWE. She said that the spotlight is on the Glamour now. Fatal Influence comes to the ring. She says, this is Blake saying to Fatal Influence, there now she sees what all the buzz is about. They're insecure bitches, and then they attacked her, picked her up. She started fighting back though. She was fighting Fallon Henley, knocking her back, and then they got the picked her up with a choke slam, and then not a choke slam. They did a choke slam or a power bomb. No, it was a choke slam.
Like a choke slam, but they hit it with that spinning back fist. I don't know the name of it. At first, yeah.
Anyway, they put her ass through a table.
Yeah.
And that was the end of the show. They stood tall over with the NXT champion, the women's championship, JC Jane and the Fatal Influence, and they stood over her with the NXT championship. So, yeah, man. Overall, this show was crazy, man. I like this show. It was decent. I won't say it's the best NXT. This is one of the solid shows of the past couple weeks. I mean, they've been on fire, but sometimes you can't hit them all the time. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have, that one show that's gonna be like, what was this? But yeah, a lot of talking in this match on this show tonight.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of talking, but the women's eliminator matches for Evolution was pretty decent. I did enjoy all that. Any news you want to talk about, Coop? Since you won't be here tomorrow.
I don't have any news at the moment. I think was it Alex who opened that up about
John Moxley.
Yeah. John Moxley and the cameraman, but that was it for real.
Yeah, let me see something real quick.
I'm gonna just check just to make sure because some news file on the radar.
Yeah, here we go. I did want to say something about this one. They said there is reports that Britt Baker from AEW, the doctor wants to come to WWE. It's been reported, and this is coming from not Sean Ross Sapp. Who is this guy? This is by Ryan Clark of Wrestling Headlines, saying that. Well, it's not even about Ryan Clark. I think Jonathan Coachman, and you really can't take what he says because he's all about clickbait too. But I've been hearing on multiple sources that Britt Baker might want to come to WWE. She might be signing with WWE. Whatever. Do I want to see her in WWE? I kind of like her in AEW, yo. She's one of the founding women wrestlers in AEW. And it's hard, like, when you have a stalwart like that, just want to jump ship. But, I mean, if she wants to come to WWE, that's fine. I do like Britt Baker. I think she's a real good talent. Can't get along with her backstage. I don't know what the situation is backstage with Britt Baker, but she can go. She can go in the ring. So, yeah, would she do good in WWE? Hell yeah, she'd do good.
I think she would. She would.
Yeah, sure, for sure.
Yeah.
So, I like to see Britt Baker in WWE. Also, there's reports that The Undertaker, if I'm not mistaken, The Undertaker wants a creative role in WWE. So he says, this is coming from Ben Kieran of Wrestling News Source, says that Undertaker has been around the WWE backstage area a lot. He's been pitching in ideas with certain matches. He said bro was running around, so I think the Undertaker wants to get in creative. And this is coming from Conan. This is a quote from Conan too. Says he likes him a lot. He said he was in a creative at Money in the Bank. He was the other one at Worlds Collide. So Undertaker might be a creative writer or something, like not writer, but probably his input.
Yeah.
Producer.
Basically. Yeah. You know what though? I'm not surprised because Undertaker, like, even though he's not an active wrestler, he's retired and everything, he still comes to the big shows. He's still backstage all the time. He's at all the WrestleManias, all the Royal Rumbles. You see him backstage all the time, but his influence means a lot, and he's always been the locker room leader to go to, and especially now get that advice. Like, imagine Undertaker is giving you some advice. I imagine how great would that feel for you to be a young superstar. Like, Undertaker is telling you something great. So I think it's great, have the influence,
Okay, so I got two more, and then we're going to end it. So Carlito breaks his silence on WWE Exit. He went on Busted Open Radio with whiny ass Dave LaGreca. Oh, Dwayne.
Punk ass.
Bubba Ray.
Yeah.
he basically said that Triple H was not a fan of his character. Now he did say Triple H liked him personally, but he just think that Triple H wasn't a fan of his character. And he also said that he came up with the creative idea for the Carlito character in Judgment Day being a comedic character because the writers couldn't find nothing for him to do. So basically he took it upon himself to basically make funny spots within the Judgment Day. So what do you think about that, Coop?
See, the thing is, when Carlito got released, I wasn't mad because he's getting barely used on TV. You know, he's getting used to play PS5. Like, he's not really in matches. He takes a lot of spears. He gets beat up a lot. So it's a thing where, okay, they don't want to use you. They don't like your character. They can go somewhere else and get that spotlight that you deserve. Get that shine you deserve. So, and it's maybe a thing if they don't have nothing for him. They really, not lying, they didn't have anything for him when he was in Judgment Day. Like, the fact that he's gone, you barely miss him because he didn't really have a role for real, unfortunately.
Right.
He didn't have a role.
Like, he didn't have a role.
He didn't have anything.
It's like we saw him every segment with the Judgment Day. He just didn't have a role with him. So yeah, I get it.
No, he didn't have anything.
Yep. Yeah, man. Oh shit, another one just popped up, man. So let's just do these last two. So Mr. Iguana from AAA Mexico. He got a little heat with him backstage, man. They said that basically he's over the WWE. He basically came out and said he's going to the main roster. Said that WWE called him up. He's bypassing NXT, going straight to the main roster. So some people backstage kind of felt a certain type of way. My opinion on it, if they didn't tell him not to say anything, that's on them. You know, that's on WWE. If I'm excited, if I know that, hey, I'm getting called up to the main roster, I'm gonna be loud and proud. He went on to a Spanish show and he did an interview, and he basically said that he's going straight to the main roster. Some people backstage felt a certain type of way. Listen, they didn't give me no restrictions what to say. If they would have told me not to say anything, that would have been cool. I mean, right? If they told me, I'm be on the main roster. I'm like, yo, I'm on the main roster. I'm not holding that back. Like, man, whatever, man. People be letting the smallest shit.
You know, that's what I hate. Because when I see a lot of clickbaits and a lot of stuff like, oh, there's backstage heat on this person, y'all be act like some whiny ass bitches sometimes.
Right, man, because it'd be those obsolete stuff. Like, I'm like, come on, man.
Well, he'd be stupid. Like, come on. Like, it's
not like he's gonna be a credible threat.
No.
He's just basically there for the kids, man. They're gonna use the merch sales with the iguana and then sell it to the kids. That's all it's gonna be.
Yes, that's what it's it.
He gonna appeal to the kids. That's all it is gonna be. So I'm like, y'all getting mad over the dumbest shit, man. Come on, yo. Like he gonna take up a I understand where they're coming from a little bit because merch sales.
Yeah.
The man gonna surpass everybody, man, with that damn iguana. So
hey,
it is what it is, man. T-shirts. I might buy a damn iguana puppet. Buy me a Layeska on and put them on my shoulder. Do all the gold.
That's cool.
One more. Godfather, man. He was in a serious car crash. He survived the car crash. They had pictures of him on the internet in his Dodge Ram. I think it flipped over a couple times, but he survived and all is well with him right now. He's like saying lucky that he survived this car crash. So it'll take more than that to take him out. And he was just jokingly saying it, but yeah. He reassured his fans that he's safe after a serious accident. It rolled over 3 times. What you think about that, Coop?
Oh, thank God you're safe. Thank God that you're able to walk away from that car wreck with no injuries. I'm glad you're alive. Yeah. It's one of those things that we thanking God that you're still alive, and I think He's grateful for that. So I'm glad he's okay. You know, sometimes watching news and hearing wrestling stuff, you get kind of nervous because sometimes you hear rest in peace, and I'm glad we're not having that conversation. You know, right. So not as a wrestler, but as a person, as a human being, I'm glad you're good. I'm glad you're good. Yeah,
because everybody know, man, pimping ain't easy. Yo.
No.
Wow. Boom.
Classic, yo.
Boom, boom. Everybody come along the whole train.
Classic, yo.
That's my dog, yo.
Yeah.
And one more last piece of news for the night, man. We're gonna end this, man. WWE plans to push Julia with plans to give her a big push on the main roster, basically saying that they've been keeping a close eye on her. and they see that she's grown in popularity. Basically, want to push her on SmackDown, and that push is going to start with the United States Championship. She's going to beat Zelina Vega and take that championship from her. What do you think about that, Coop?
That's what we want. That's
right.
What we want. Not Zelina Vega can't wrestle, not that she can't go, but she hasn't been presented as a proper champion. So you got SmackDown music, for God's sakes. Yes, 100% yes. Please do this. Get her that extra push that she needs, and get her some fuse that she can actually shine in, where she can actually bring out her character, bring out everything. So I'm all for this. I'm all for this.
Right. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is it, man. That is it for the NXT review for tonight. Let's give it up, man, for boy Coop. Let's give it up for myself.
Yes, sir.
You did a good job tonight, man.
Sure
I'm
did.
running on fumes right now.
Me too. My eyes are like this.
Well, we appreciate you guys, those who stopped in. Nature Boy 420, even though you was off the hook with the comments, man, that shit was crazy, boy.
Yeah, that shit was wild, bro.
Yeah, that shit was wild. But we do appreciate you, though. Alex Alberto G, my man, came through again tonight. Victor came through. Logan came through. So we appreciate you all, man. Thank you for tuning in. Those who's watching right now, we thank you for tuning in. We will be back Friday. Well, I'm thinking, man. Friday. I'm thinking about doing the Dynamite review tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
If so, I'll do it tomorrow, man. I don't know the way I'm feeling right now, man. I might take a break tomorrow, though.
I think it's well deserved, to be honest with you, bro.
Yeah,
I think you deserve. Yeah. I think you deserve to take that thing. Like, what? I'm just going to just chill, come back Friday, get them 2 days. I'm back with you Friday. We have Entry do a top 10. Let's do that. Like, let's do that.
So we'll take a chill from Dynamite tomorrow, and we will be back Friday. But then next week we will do Dynamite. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll be able to do Dynamite with me next week, right?
It's 25th. Damn. Okay, 20. Okay, it's 2 things going on consecutive weeks. So tomorrow I'm going to the Kendrick Lamar concert, the last one. You know that was happening.
Don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe.
That shit about to be insane. And the following week, I'm doing a men's mental health event the last weekend in June. After that, my Wednesdays are free. So I got 2 more, and I'm good. 2 more, and I'm great. 2 more, and I'm good, yo. But what all being said, bro, take that. You deserve it, for real.
Yeah,
real talk. Seriously.
Yeah, I might just do that tomorrow, man. If some miracle happens where I'm feeling like it, I will do it. But if not, you guys will see me next week. I will do it next week. But until then, listen, guys, it's been a pleasure. Coop, where are we at with the viewers real quick before we go?
We are currently at 1,279 subscribers.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
The numbers is numbering on TikTok, on in Spotify. We had 300 plus listeners also too. For those of you who don't know, we also on Spotify. So if you're driving to work or driving home or in the gym, whatever you want to listen to us, guess what? We also have the audio version of our podcast on Spotify. Also, all the Go podcasts. We on TikTok also. We want to get on X too eventually. So we want to be everywhere. We want to be everywhere and Twitch. So just stay tuned. And also one more announcement: August 2nd. I think that's the first night of SummerSlam, right? Am I correct? August 2nd?
Yep, first night.
August 2nd. First night, we are going live. August 2nd.
We got to have a nice setup too, man. I'm coming to you, Coop. I'm coming to you. So we're going to have nice setup, nice cameras. You know what I'm saying? We're going, We
got nice cameras. We're going to have this, have this. Yeah, we're going to do it big, yo. We're going to do it big.
Right.
So yes.
Listen, man, this has been a wonderful, man. We got, please look out too. Like I said, all the gold sports might be coming out soon, so especially for football season. So please watch out for that.
Yeah.
Man, we're gonna try to do it big, man. We appreciate you guys. Love you guys. We're out of here.
Peace.
I was trying to do the Chuck Woolery thing in 2 and 2. Peace. I'm out of here, y'all.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Yo, Coop.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Shit, I was thinking about doing the